Hello guys, and I'm Shuk Sawalkar and I welcome you to codesters, the programming channel that you must surely follow if you want latest guidance, latest tutorials, and all the latest stuff about coding and the programming world. So guys, from the last video, we have started teaching you Python, and we'll be continuing it. And in today's video, we'll be learning about the left data types that we didn't teach in the last video, and about variables. Okay, so get excited and let's get started. So guys, in the last video, we talked about basic data types like integer, string, and the float. Okay, I hope you remember. If you haven't seen the video, just go back to the video and check it out. In today's video, okay, just let me, I remembered one thing. In the last video, I just made a very silly mistake. What the mistake was, like, I typed like type of print and maybe, okay, sorry, just print 32. So that will give me just the 32 number. Okay, let's see, 32. So what was my mistake was that this is a model in Python. Okay, just let me tell you, type is a model in Python that will define the type of data that you enter into the print function or into the variable. We'll be talking about variable, don't get confused. So what was the thing that I did wrong here was that I just took type outside print. You want the, you want the type of data that you entered to be printed in the console. So that thing should be within the print function. Okay, you just delete this type over here, remove the parentheses of the type that we had applied, and go here and type type. Okay, just let me see the, I'm really bad at spellings again. Yeah, just you. And just close this print function. Yeah, like this. I hope you understood this. And now this will give you the type of data that you have entered into the print function. That's what. It's an integer. And the last video, I had given you some examples to show you that when you enter 32, just like that, and within inverted commas, that will change the type of data that Python will interpret it as. So if you can do like this and like this, so double inverted commas and control save it, it will give you a string. So that changed the type of data. Though the data actually didn't change, the Python program took it as a string. And if you remove it, it is going to take it as an integer. So yeah, this is okay. And I would like to clear, if you want to see the type of data that you enter, then this is used. Okay, just let's check it with a float. 34.7 is anything we can use it. And yeah, that gives you a float. Okay, so yeah, we just cleared what is the type of data that you enter. Let's come to variables. This is a really important concept. This is used everywhere, literally everywhere, and it's very useful. So I hear a lot of guys say that variables store the information in your program or in your code, but that's not the case. Variable just corresponds to the value that you give it. Okay, I'll explain it with an example. So a is equal to, maybe, let's take Sid. I'll not repeat my name everywhere. Okay, and just print a. So to the very last line of code, what we did was that we just entered this print statement, and instead that we gave the data that we wanted to render out in the terminal. But now we are just giving it a. Why? Because a corresponds to set. So you can just consider it like, I have given another name to Sid, but I haven't stored it. Okay, I haven't stored Sid in A. I've just given it another name. So even if I refer to A, Python is going to take the corresponding value and print it out. Just check it out. Control S. This is print Sid. Yeah, you see that printed Sid. Okay, and yeah, again I'm telling you, this isn't storing it, it's just corresponding to the value that you provided it. Okay. And variables are almost used everywhere. It can take any type of data uh, that is valid in Python. Okay. So yeah, just let's take 23 and print A. That will print out 23. Okay, just prints out the corresponding value. Now, yeah, I'll show you something like if I enter suyog here, and maybe then I enter something called as what should I enter? Maybe sid again. That will print out. What do you think? I think it will print out sid. Okay, it'll sid. Yeah, that printed out sid. You can see here. So, well, by the name variable itself, you come to know that the value keeps on changing. So, yeah, you can see this variable over like when the Python is an interpreted language, it goes line by line. So, in the very first line, Python came to knew that A corresponds to Suyok. But when it came to the second line of the code, it came to know that A is equal to Sid. Okay, and it overwrote the first thing. Okay, it overwrote that A is not equal to Suyok, but A is equal to Sid. And then it printed out the function. It printed out the thing here. Okay, and yeah, you can do a lot of things with variables. You're going to use it really constantly. And yeah, just let's try adding two numbers with variables. So what we can do is A for b equals to 5. Now what I can obviously do is like a plus b. Control S this thing, and yeah, just print it out. That will give you 9. But what I can also do is like go here, c is equals to a plus b, and control save it, and let's print c over here. Okay, see that will also give you the same thing. Okay, so you can see like how flexible variables are, how they can be used into really different ways. Okay, and yeah, this is all about variables. I really forgot about the data that I had to tell you. The data that we're going to talk about is a Boolean value. Okay, now if I write like a is equals to suyok, and if I print a, let's see what happens. Okay, sorry, print a. That will give suyog is not defined. Okay, Python doesn't know who is suyog, or even if you enter your name, he's not going to know what is suyog. So yeah, what suyog isn't a valid thing built in Python until you give it like a string. You tell it it is like a string, and it has characters SUYOG. Okay, and this will also crash. Sorry. Yeah, this will give you the value suyog. Okay, but there's a function. Just there's a data type true. Now, do you think this will crash? I don't think so. This will just give you true because this is just a Boolean value, just true and false. So maybe if I just consider an example, like you want to check how how close your friend is by just asking him the date of your birth maybe. So if he gives the wrong answer, you can just print out false instead of printing out a string like this is not right, you are not my friend. Just you can just print false. Or maybe if you want to just execute something after something, then you can write a equal to true or a equal to false, and that things like I hope you understood it. It's just true and false. We did it a lot in our when we were small in our exams. Okay, it was like lot of their history and geography. Sorry for boring, but yeah, that's the truth. Just clean your terminal. So I will tell you how to clean your terminal. Just type CLS. Now, many of you may say that does it work everywhere? So yeah, it works everywhere. Even if you're in your command prompt and using it, like many of you may not be using this VS Code and the command prompt itself, it works there too. Okay, so yeah, guys, in this tutorial we covered all about variables and yeah, about the Boolean value that I forgot in the last video. And guys, in the next upcoming videos, we'll talk about the data structures in Python, the lists, the tuples, and other things in Python. So yeah, guys, please subscribe to the channel. Please smash the subscribe button. Also like the video, and yeah, let's meet in the next video.